The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Exum, and it's Wilkes in at the 5 spot. Taking a look at Cleveland. Notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that's a great piece of advice. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. To the inside. Stolen by Exum. Pass to Wilkes. Exum deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
About a minute played so far here in the first. To the paint, here's Gilmore, and he slams it one-handed.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Woodard after the basket by Boston. To Williams King. Oh, good on the triple. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. No good on that one. Cavaliers making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Williams King. Releases. And it's Sloan with the rebound. Pass to Gilmore. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They set the pick. Outside, Ginobili, rebounded by the Celtics.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
The Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Here's Exum. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ginobili outside. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Gilmore. To the middle. Here's Cannon. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Williams King. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rowland. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Here's Sloan. Scoreless thus far. Now Exum. It's blocked. Here's Gilmore. The rebound by Williams King. Pass to Woodard. A three ball. They get it back. Good on the shot.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Sloan passes to Gilmore. Knocked away. Stolen by Exum. Pass to Wilkes. Clock at 6. Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Exum. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so it's Sloan with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Here's Gilmore. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gilmore's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Williams King. 5 points in the game. Fades back. That one wide left.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Sloan. He's covered by Ginobili. Broke loose. Lets a floater go. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And Boston has possession, following the score by Cleveland. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Ginobili. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Wilkes. Here's Williams King. Over Gilmore. Good, nice play there from Williams King. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Gilmore. He's got 5. They set the pick. Boston needs to get off a shot. Shazauskis. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Down low. Here's Williams King. It doesn't go for him.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 5.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Celtics trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Gilmore. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilmore's got 7.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ginobili outside. Here's Woodard. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Sloan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot's good by Gilmore. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Exum. Ginobili left side. Here's Williams King. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Gabriel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Shelton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Roberts. Pass to Williams-King. Inside. Pulls it up. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Kennedy. No good from outside.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he can't jam it through.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Here's Roberts, still without a basket. Here's Williams-King. It's deflected. Here's Gabriel. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rowland. Connects from three-point range.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Cavaliers leading. Here's Roberts. Over to the wing. Here's Williams-King. Pass to Roberts. Takes a three. And Boston with the rebound. Shelton passes to Gabriel. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Roberts. There's a good screen. Here's Williams-King. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so it's Sloan with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Perkins is out there with Buford. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Roberts in at the one spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Sloan. Still scoreless. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Roberts. The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Sloan passes to Gabriel. Here's Shelton. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Roberts. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. To the paint. Gabriel. The pass to Sloan. Out left to the wing. Elbow shot. No good on that one.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Buford dishes to Ginobili. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Kennedy passes to Gabriel. Shelton. He's covered by Ginobili. Here's Sloan. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Pass to Roberts from deep. Idowu pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Sloan. Here's Gabriel. Shot clock at 5. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 5. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ginobili outside. Pass to Perkins. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the 3-point line.
Here's Gabriel. There's a screen. Here's Idowu, covered by Perkins. 5 on the clock. Here's Sloan. Puts up a deep 3. Gabriel can't get it to go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Celtics trail by 3. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the left side wing. Knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Boston making a switch here. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Wilkes.
Boston foul. Gilmore. Face first. Second team foul.
Ginobili looking around. Lets it fly. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Puts up a deep three. The shot comes out. The Celtics with the lead. It's to Sloan. Right wing. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Exum pass it to Williams-King. Six to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Mr. Sloan. Here's Gilmore. 13 points in the game. Count it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Here's Woodard. Nothing on the board. Can they get it? Rebound, Boston. Rowland. He's defended by Exum. Shazowskis now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Exum. Pass to Wilkes. There's the pick. Bogdarich. And they get it back. Here's Wilkes. Launches it. Lets the three fly. And that one's good. Woodard.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Gilmore. 15 points in the game.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Ginobili, he's checked in for Cleveland. So he gets them both.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Pass to Wilkes. Here's Williams-King. Offline with his 3.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Rowland. He's defended by Exum. Rebounded by Exum. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Williams-King. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Second personal, 13 foul.
Cleveland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Cleveland making a change here. Tillman's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Boston leading by 5. This one for 3. To the right side. There's the screen. Here's Rowland. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Williams-King. Sinks the triple. Williams-King's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Pass to Gilmore. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rowland, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Celtics have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Tillman. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Wilkes. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
5 to shoot. Here's Rowland. Gets an open look and hits. He's got 8. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Celtics leading by 4. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Rowland. He's defended by Exum. Here's Rowland. Pocket 6. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him. Now Cleveland shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Tillman. Out to the right wing. Here's Woodard. And it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Number 20, Alex Shelton.
Here's Williams-King. 15 points in the game. From outside, off the mark. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Here's Shizowskis. On the clock. Here's Shelton. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Exum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Tillman. Here's the screen for the 3. It's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Boston leading by 6. Fires from 14, and the shot goes in. He has 7.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Williams-King. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tillman's got his first 3 points of the game. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Rowland, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Boston on top. They lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Boston Celtics.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Boston leading by 5. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Launches a 3. Shot's good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. To the middle, here's Wilkes. Boston grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Rolling. He's defended by Exum. They set the screen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Williams King, the pass to Woodard. Here's Wilkes. Six on the shot clock. Here's Williams King. Misses the three. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The quick look no good that time. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Exum. Austin with the ball, leading by 5. Rolling. He's defended by Exum. It's to Sloan. Fires the three. Traps in the tray. Sloan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Woodard. Bogdarich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this out. Gotta pick it up.
To the inside. Kazaskis.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 10. A three. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 12 points for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now, here's Exum. He's got 9. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Sloan. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Exum with it. Pass to Wilkes. Back to Exum. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Drills the three-pointer. Celtics leading by 9. They set the pick. Pass to Gilmore. On Unloads. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Gilmore's got 22 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here's Exum. 9 points in the game so far. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Woodard can't get it to go.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Sloan, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Sloan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. There's the pick. Bogaric. Another 3 for Cleveland.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Celtics passing it around. Pass to Gilmore. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Exum. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
The Cavaliers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Ginobili, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Celtics. Gabriel's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 8. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Pass to Wilkes. Bogaric. And Boston with the rebound.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket. Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Buford is checked in for Williams King.
Number 33, Walt Buford.
Cleveland on defense. It's a 10-point game. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ginobili. Down low. Here's Wilkes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
That one is off. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Here's Sloan. He's got 9. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Sloan, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Sloan hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Back to Exum. Exum sets a screen for Buford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogdarich. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 14. Pass to Buford. Bogdarich. A three-pointer, no good.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Here's Rowland. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. It's Ginobili outside. Gabriel with the rebound. Gabriel's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Sloan from downtown. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here is Buford. Here's Wilkes. Now here's Exum to end the cold streak. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Inside. Here's Sloan. He's got 14. From past the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Cleveland making a change here. Perkins is checked in. And here's Exum. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, Perkins. It's Ginobili outside. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Gabriel. He's got 6. Here's Sloan. 6 to shoot. Over Ginobili. And again, it's Boston converting.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Bogdarich. Here's Gilmore. He's defended by Exum. Gabriel can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Bogdarich. Off target from three-point range. Boston's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's Rowland. Perkins pulls it in. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Gilmore. 24 points for him. Here's Sloan. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, Cleveland shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Ginobili outside. Shot clock at 6. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Gabriel. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gabriel's got 8.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Perkins. And here is Ginobili. Exum kicks to Buford. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. 14 points for him.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Celtics leading by 15. Here's Sloan. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Gilmore. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Another 3 for Cleveland.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Buford is out there with Perkins. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Robertson at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Bogdarich. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Sloan. There's the pick. To the inside and stolen by Perkins. Here's Roberts. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And so Boston again turning it over.
Horrible mistake right there. I hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And Cleveland making a change here. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Pass to Shannon. Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Celtics shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Sloan passes to Gabriel. Here's Sloan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the triple. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Roberts. Releases. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Shelton passes to Gabriel. Here's Idowu. Here's Sloan. Off on the layup. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The tray. The rebound by the Celtics.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Shelton. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Buford the pass to Ginobili. Picked him clean. To the wing right side. Here's Sloan. Celtics passing it around. To the paint. Here's Idowu. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Shannon after the basket by Boston. Three-pointer, and the three ball is good. 20 points for him.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triple.
To Sloan. They set the pick. Lets it go with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sloan's got 18 points now here in the second half.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Sloan. Here's Idowu. And there are the Celtics with another basket. Now Ginobili. Blocked. 3-on-3. Gabriel can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. Pass to Ginobili. Here's Roberts. Clock at 4. Second shot opportunity. And it's Sloan with the rebound. Sloan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bogaric, once again off the mark by Cleveland. Boston leading by 15. Shelton passes to Idowu. Here's Gabriel. Pass to Idowu. Here's Sloan. To the middle. Idowu, shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Falling into a 2-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. Here's Woodard. They set the pick. Pass to Wilkes. To stop the run. Not going to go that time. The Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Sloan. Here's Gilmore. Here's Shizowskis. Wilkes with the rebound. Wilkes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Woodard. Fires from way outside. And Boston with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Out to the wing. Exum with it. Floats one. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Sloan in the corner. Here's Gilmore. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Rowland. It's tipped. Pass to Exum. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Here's Gilmore. Here's Shizowskis. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Woodard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Bogaric. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 23.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Pass to Gilmore. The 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Woodard. Here's Williams-King. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Boston leading by 15. Sloan deciding where to go with it. And that one drops. Sloan's got 24 points.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Gilmore grabs the miss.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Sloan.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Gabriel. Clock at 6. Here's Shelton. Off target with his 3. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 17-point game.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Boston.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And this win has really got to feel fantastic, guys. It evens up the series now at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new series now. The best of 5, if you will. You never want to lose 2 to start this thing off, but right now they've got something to be happy about going into Game 3.
43 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Yeah, easy call.
His first, second team foul. Shooting for Boston. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Tillman for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Here's Sloan. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Williamson outside. Shoots the 3. That shot is off. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.